Hey guys, this is Marshall Kirby from Orchard Hill Farm Equipment. Behind me, we're going to do a quick once-over on this Kioti RX6620 Powershuttle Tractor with a KL7320 Loader, an 82-inch front bucket with a cutting edge, and a KB485 Kioti Backhoe full subframe with an 18-inch bucket and a mechanical thumb from Kioti. This unit today is pictured with R4 industrial tires. This unit has a self-leveling loader. This is Kioti's largest tractor frame size that they will produce with no cab. This tractor is a 66 horse that we're pictured today, but you can also get this in a 73 horsepower. Nothing really would change except for the physical horsepower. That's the main difference. Everything else stays quite similar. There may be a few other little changes, but not much. All inner tube grease fittings on this loader. This loader is going to easily pick up 1 ton of pellets, no problem, and lift them, very high in the air. This tractor loader picks up around 3,500 pounds, give or take 100 pounds to full height. I'm going off the top of my head here. And down by the ground, the breakout force is phenomenal. Very, very good. So lower end, breakout force, you're going to lift a lot more than that 3,000 pounds. On the front here, this is an 82-inch skid steer quick coupler style quick attach bucket. This customer opted for an additional bolt-on cutting edge, which is an option from Kioti offered. Really nice factory option to get that added in. The skid steer quick coupler is an industry standard at this point in the game. Any brand is pretty much using that except John Deere, and even John Deere has that as an option to add to their tractors because it's so desirable over the John Deere, quick attach assembly. So this is pretty much every other brand in the market, including all of the skid steer brands pretty much run this. You'll have the option for a third function valve in the front. As I stated before, this is a self-leveling loader, so you'll never dump the stuff back on yourself. This tractor has a loader level indicator on it, standard from the factory. Foldable grill guard in the front there, which we're going to fold today. And I'm going to do a quick once-over of stuff underneath the engine for you. Okay. Interstate MTP 24 battery in the front, some fuses here, a Donaldson air filter, screened in radiators and coolers, which you can remove the screens to clean them in and out. That's a nice system. Front axle fluid fill and check, easy on the front axle, easy access. Drainage on the bottom of the hubs. Engine oil filter, engine oil fill, right there. Primary fuel filter, right there, with a primer on it, so you'll never have to bleed these systems out. Secondary fuel filter, engine oil dipstick right there, hydraulic pump, loader frame worked itself in. I mean, this is thick, putting my thumb up against it, it's thick for sure, a thick loader frame, worked into basically to where the front axle goes, all the way to the rear end. You'll see it comes down, goes underneath. Next, we'll quickly go over here is taking on and off this loader. On this system's loader, you can set it down and lock it in place. Those are your kickstands for your loader. At that point, once you're good there, you'll come over here, pull your cotter pin, pull your pin right out. Once you do that on both sides, so drop kickstand, pull a pin, both sides, that's when you will start to push this loader down with hydraulic flow. When the tractor's on, it will pick itself up out of this frame it's sitting in here, and then you shut the tractor off and disconnect 4 quick disconnect color-coded lines. So again, I mean, you can have this tractor loader off in 5 minutes or less once you get the hang of it. Really nothing too substantial about doing so. Just locking everything in place there. Another nice feature about this tractor is side mirror to view what's in back of you or on the side of you. You can adjust that where you want it. Footstep to get on the right side and on the left side. Normally on most of these tractors, we only have a left side footstep. So that's kind of nice. You can get in and out of this tractor no matter where you're located. Joystick for the loader, fender mounted, close to the seat, really comfortable. Foot throttle. You do have splittable brakes on this unit as well, so you can brake on one side or the other. This throttle is a set of the engine throttle, which also works with this. Push button four-wheel drive on this model, which has been a standard feature on the RX series since day one and been very reliable and solid. Key switch. This does have a tilt steering wheel, which has a foot lever down there, and you can adjust that tilt wheel to where you want it located in. That's nice there. I'm going to come around and we'll look on this side what we got going on. As I come up here, there's a lot of different things on this tractor. Right here on the side, we got PTO on and off, 540 PTO, or 540E, or neutral. So you got 540E on this tractor, which is a pretty slick feature. Single rear remote valve set up on this tractor right today. This is a spring-loaded valve. Customer did not opt for a second valve option to add a detent valve for his backhoe. So therefore, he just needs to constantly flow with a bungee cord to the back. Otherwise, you can just release his bungee cord. It goes to neutral. Draft control and 3-point hitch control right here with set heights, which is pretty slick for that. So you can move those, little nuts up and down and lock them in place. That way, every time you drop your attachment, it drops to the same height. In back here, underneath this little system here, we have incline and decline on the clutch system, how fast or slow it sets when you're clutching and how fast it engages. PTO control, cruise PTO with the PTO plus and minus RPMs, auto and manual PTO, which means every time you lift and lower your brush hog or attachment on the back, if it was in auto, it would automatically turn the attachment on or off. So in other words, if you lifted it up, it would go off. If you put it down, it would go on. If it was in manual PTO, that would be something mechanical you would turn on and off yourself. So a couple other buttons there, do some other little things, but nothing too major. Differential lock down by the floor there, easy in and out. As I mentioned before, that tilt steering wheel, which is a pretty slick feature there, so you can adjust that right to where you want it. Seat can come forward and reverse. You got a lot of, area of room there. Hydraulic cushion seat, which you can adjust there. Your controls for the tractor speeds, we got low, medium, neutral, and high right here. You got a 4-speeder on the stick here. You can go through those gears. So 4 there, 3 here, and a forward and a reverse shuttle. This is a power shuttle, so no clutching. There is a clutch lever, pedal over here, but you don't need to do that for forward and reverse, and nor do you need to do that for 1 through 4. You can shift this button with this little orange button right here. So you push in, pull to reverse or pull to second. That was from first to second, and you let out, and then it is like clutching for you, or not clutching. So that's pretty slick. You're just going to push that button in and pull back or forward and work it. You don't have to keep clutching to shift on the fly. Really, really a slick setup. Not a lot of tractors that are power shuttle have this shift on the fly 1 through 4 setup. Fuse box back here with a cup holder. Handles on both sides of the fenders. Big steel heavy fenders. Just overall a nice system. We're going to go over the backhoe real quick on the back here. So on this backhoe, this is a KB2485 backhoe. It's got a mechanical thumb option, which is a Kioti factory option now. It's got, removable teeth on the front. This is an 18-inch bucket. There's the option for a 12, an 18, 24, and even, I believe, a 36 at this time on this unit. So that's pretty slick. This backhoe is an 8.5-foot digging depth plus your bucket. You got your outriggers here. There is the option for outrigger pads, either steel, gripper pads, or like a rubber pad to go down there. These backhoes, they do a really nice job with locking everything in place here. So there is a locking mechanism right here. So these arms can't sag when you're not using it. There's a locking mechanism right here for the boom, so it can't sag out that way. And of course, you'll have the lock on the other outrigger. There's also a pin, so this thing can't sway side to side. So pretty much when you're not using this, you can get this thing locked in place. This thing ain't moving, which definitely helps put less abuse on everything on the tractor. Seat underneath the backhoe seat has some adjustments for where you want to set it. but you got plenty of room back here. Controls on the backhoe are all right here, and then for your outriggers are right here. It is a full frame design. Taking this backhoe on and off is just as simple as I showed you on the loader. It is your 2 outriggers, like your kickstands, and your boom dropping to the ground, and then 2 pins, 1 on each side, and then you basically will drive forward and then disconnect 2 hydraulic lines. In and out in a matter of 5-10 minutes, as long as it is on flat ground. As we come to the back here, I'm going to let you guys get closer while I go to the other side. I'm going to show you a couple features on the 3-point. So you have telescopic arms right there, which basically means on this unit, when you push that out, you can extend those out. There is category 2 pins on this tractor. On the side here, you also have telescopic systems for how wide these arms go. Okay, so that's pretty handy for customers changing to different implements. Just makes life a lot easier. You have a full-size farming drawbar down there, your PTO on the back, and there's also a PTO shield that you can move up and down. Checking your hydraulic fluids right there. Your top link has 3 different holes options, which is slick. You have 1 rear remote standard, the option to get up to 3 stackable remotes on this tractor. A rear work light. There is also a plug-in for some electronic systems on this. So that's always kind of nice. You could fold the roll bar, the ROPS bar at the top, in about half. And what else? I'm trying to think. It's a nice system. The pistons for the 3-point are external. I'll make you aware of that because that's a really nice feature on this unit. Being externally lifting, it's going to lift quite a bit of weight on the back end of this tractor. All full cast iron rear end. And this tractor is fully built by Kioti, whether it's the transmission casing, the front axle, the engine, you name it, it's all their own. This is a 3-cylinder Datong diesel engine with a turbocharger. They use this engine in many of their tractors. And it's been a really reliable system. So we'd be more than happy to show you one of these if you come on down. Once in a while, we do have these in stock without cabs. They're hard to come by. Really a machine that you won't see on a dealer's lot every single day. Maybe out down south or out west you might, but in the New England states, I don't think you'll find too many of these on dealers' lots everywhere. So really a nice setup though, I gotta say. We haven't sold a ton of these without cabs. We sell a lot of the RX series with cabs, but this is a nice unit. This thing's got me jealous here. And road speed, I believe this machine gets up to in the 17, 18 mile an hour range in high range, the highest gear on flat ground. But I'm gonna just fire this thing up real quick and just show you a quick demonstration of the loader and just kind of go through the shifting of it. You should be able to hear me talk as I'm running it. I'll try and keep it be as clear as I can. So right now, we're at an idle with that self-leveling system. So you'll see how that works. You can never dump it back on yourself, basically. It's kind of slick. We'll throttle it up. So right now, we're gonna actually shut this machine off in a second here. Never mind, we'll go back up to RPMs. Tractor's a little empty on fuel, so she's barking at me, almost wanting to shut off, so I better not go too crazy here. Okay, I'm gonna try and do a quick demonstration of this Powershuttle before she runs out of diesel here in the video. All right, so this is first gear low, very slow. As you can see, my foot is out. There's no clutching going on right now. And now it's gonna re-engage in second. All right. So that is that. We're gonna try it in medium range now, real quickly. So that's in first right now, forward. All right, you wanna go from first to second, and she's gonna re-engage. You wanna go to third? She's gonna engage in third. On flatter ground, it's more ideal, but you want to go reverse, just press that reverse button, the lever there. You want to go forward, again, no foot on the clutch. Just press forward, give it a second, she goes forward. It's just as simple as that. You can really hammer this thing forward and reverse, not going to take a toll on it. Just an overall pretty slick machine, man. I really do like this. If you do clutch, it does technically disengage everything just like a normal tractor would. But anyways, all right guys, this is an RX6620 Powershuttle Open Station tractor with a loader and a backhoe. Really excited about this unit. This customer is going to have an awesome time running this machine around here this weekend when he gets it. If you're interested in one of these, give me a call, 413-253-5456. Visit us on our website, www.orchardhillsales.net, or shoot me an email, info@orchardhillsales.com. I'll be glad to answer any questions you guys got on this RX series or any other Kioti tractor. Thank you guys. Have a great day.